Okay, we should be recording now. Alright, sorry for the late video, but this is my Flappy Bird. Let's start her up. Wait a minute. So we have kind of all the basic elements for a Flappy Bird, and I tried to mimic the visual style of the game as much as possible. So thank you to Sebastian, who I think it was, that posted the Flappy Bird assets. Or maybe Sebastian posted the Pac-Man assets. I don't know. But I did find a little asset store for all the Flappy Bird stuff, so this actually kind of does a pretty good job of looking for what features are present, exactly like the version of Flappy Bird you actually would have on your phone. We have our main screen. We can hit start, and we get a instruction screen with a very ugly score element, and it's clearly placeholder, but it's functional, so I'm letting it slide for now. The game's controlled spacebar, it's just a single click, just like in Flappy Bird. Although the prompt does say tap. I'm not enough of a Photoshop wizard to go in and change that to say space. But it goes just as soon as you start bouncing, and this is running a little slow because it does not like I'm also running screen recording software. Ooh. But here's our game over screen. There's no high score list, because that was not a bullet point on the deliverable. So you just get a new score every time. In fact, it probably should say what your score was on this game over screen, because it'd be very frustrating to get a good score and not be able to share. So maybe I'll go ahead and change that really quick before I make my Piazza post. So yeah, so no high score, but you do have, as we're about to see, different backgrounds. Boy, this really chugs when I'm doing screen recording, but you get the same thing again. You get the same pipe placement each time, as we're kind of seeing. Something that's missing, kind of a visual element from the original Flappy Bird, is your bird's angle isn't related to his vertical speed as it is in the original Flappy Bird. In original Flappy Bird, you go between very fast speeds. You're oriented upwards at like 90 degrees, so your bird's facing straight up, and at very, very fast negative speeds, you're facing straight down, and so you sort of kind of get that effect of as you bounce him around, he kind of tips up and down, and it looks cool, but it'd be quick to implement, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. You can't cheat by flying off screen. We'll try that right here. You'll hit the pipe anyways. And if we stop the app and start it again, we might see that you can actually have different colored birds. There were 3 different colored birds from Flappy Bird. We have yellow this time. They'll make an appearance. I think I talked about everything I need to talk about. Wait for me to... Let me look at Piazza and make sure. We have title screen, we have instructions when you start playing. We don't have random generation in each playthrough, though the pipes are placed randomly and go on forever. Thank you, SRAND, for, allowing you to reseed easily. It has a game over screen, and it has... Well, you can't really see the quick rise up and the fast forward progress, but it has those things. It's just running very slowly. And in fact, maybe that's something I should mention right now. If you look sort of in the middle quadrant of the screen, the user account on this computer is Shirley. My actual computer, that was my work computer, I cannot use. It was in fact stolen. And I have been using my stepmother's iMac, the only iMac I have access to finish off the development of Flappy Bird over the last week. So I wanted to point out, if you look on GitHub, apparently this is a feature in Mac. If you don't have a default Git account configured, it will submit your commits under the name of the person it thinks owns the iMac. So on the GitHub page for this project, there are several commits from the last week from Shirley Ulrich, or maybe her name is Shirley Reha. Those are me. Just wanted to clear that up before we finish the recording. So yeah, here's my Flappy Bird. Again, sorry for the late post, and I'll make my Piazza